Hello everyone, on day 2 of my journey on learning to become a better StarCraft player. My overall goal on this learning process is to break down each of the individual factors that make a good StarCraft player good. My approach is to drill each of the factor and try to measure my progress. My old method of playing games were just playing game in hope that I will get better as the time progresses. I want to take a different approach this time on becoming more deliberate on my practice. So today I started watching with a YouTube video by Zuka Ingame on the build order for Protoss. I'll add that link to the description below. During this session, I mainly focus on the build order that I watched from that video. I simply just focus on the build order and really nothing else. While watching the video, I note down on a sheet of paper the build order and in what time a build order should be completed. I then just jump right ahead into practicing my drill and my practice routine and trying to replicate that build order. This is slightly different, well, completely different in this case, than my old method of just keep playing against other in hope that repetition will help and I will get better over time. The only problem with that approach is that every game will have a different situation. It will have different nuances, it will have different strategies, different player will have different styles, and there's just so many factors that can contribute to me winning the game or losing the game. So instead, I want to try to make a controlled approach and trying to control all of the factors that I have. In this case, I'm just playing against AI that is super easy, that doesn't really do anything to me while I'm playing and practicing this drill. My thought process is if I cannot build something properly when no one is attacking or harassing my base, how can I expect to know what to do in real situation? So I will drill and practice until this build order becomes a second nature for me. In total, I did about 11 drills, which mean I repeat the same build order over and over again for 11 times. As the time progresses, I narrow down my goal a little bit more to measure my progress. I focus mainly on the completion of building my first Immortal and Colossus instead of focusing on the whole build order, just trying to focus on building just those two units and see how fast I can get it to that point. Kind of become more of a game within a game, trying to beat myself every single time I do a drill. The first time around, it took me about 10 minutes to complete building my first Immortal and Colossus. I was able to get it down to 5 minutes and 36 seconds by the end of my drill. Once I completed the build order for Immortal and Colossus, I took a step back and note down a few things that I observed and learned from all of these drills. For example, having a predetermined shortcuts helped significantly for me. In the beginning, I was just winging all of my shortcuts, whichever one was convenient, and just tried to remember which shortcuts belongs to which. As the time goes on, however, I designated a few shortcuts. For example, I use Control 1 to be my active force, Control 3 for my probe that I assigned to build structure, Control 4 for probe that I use to scout, Control 5 for gateways, Control 6 for Nexus, Control 7 for my robotic to build the Immortal and Colossus. And having all of this predetermined beforehand helps me to take out the guessing of which buttons to press and making me more consistent on the things that I need to press. It took me about 3 drills to fully memorize all of this and about additional 3 to 4 drills before I started improving on time. So that's it for today. Hope this helps. As always, let me know your thoughts and let me know what works for you in the past so I can incorporate it into my practice routine.